So here we are, lovely Saturday morning. Birds are singing, my woodpecker's out, you'll be able to hear him shortly. This is a mystery because I turned the ignition on this morning, and nothing. Not a bit, not a sausage. So what I'm going to try and do now is I've unplugged the relay. I'm just going to flip this cover off here, and I'm going to put a probe from the battery straight to the power wire of the pump, which a white with a purple. White with a purple. Is this one? And we have nothing. Nothing at all. No pump running, nothing. I'll put the ignition on just in case it goes to another relay. So what's going on? We have no pressure, and there's nothing even coming out the line. There's my old woodpecker. Now, some people said it's the relief valve at the back is opening. No, I've got some vice grips here with rubber on. I'm going to clip the hose, the return hose. Nothing. So it sounds to me like I'm going to have to pull the carpets out of the back again and inspect this pump, but this time I'm going to run a wire from the battery all the way across the top of the car to the pump, and that should eliminate that problem. This is the annoying thing about this particular motor. I think we're having a conversation, these woodpeckers. Nothing's consistent. It changes all the time. Like yesterday morning when we started this, it didn't start the first crank, but it started the second and it ran great, but only on 28 pounds. Consequently, after that it got worse and worse and worse. Now I know I've had problems with pumps, but never this much. It's like Johnny Morrison with his bloody zoo thing going on here. Anyway, let me get the carpets out the back and have a look. I'm so pleased I made this patch to cover the hole where the sender is. This is a metal tank Range Rover, not the later plastic tank which had an access hole. So instead of taking the tank in and out to get to the pump, I just cut a hole in the floor, sod it. Now, this is interesting. I brought a battery out, there's the pump wire. Listen. Now I'm not sure which is live and negative, positive and negative on here. Right, it'll only go one way or the other, won't it? There's a pump running. Is it running the right way though? Well, there's no pressure, so it must be the other way. This is most perplexing. There's nothing coming out the other end. Right, back again. I'm going to disconnect the pipe, the fuel pipe, so we can verify this is running in the right direction. Right, let's see if it's going in the right direction. I'm going to mess about with that. That's the wrong direction. Is it? Oh, some sort of that. Pump running, no fuel. What's going on here? This is unbelievable. So what am I going to do now? Well, tomorrow I've got an inline fuel pump coming, and I think what I'll do is I'll re-pipe this. Take the pump out, take the guts out of it, and just use that as a pickup pipe, and run a new wire from the pump straight to the inertia switch, so we know it switches on and off. You know, if it's in an accident, it'll switch the fuel off. Because this is one of the things. Perhaps the other day when I fired it up, it was a fluke that it would pump, but now there's nothing. Now I know putting a pump backwards should work, you know, like swap it round, but in this instance there's nothing. So let's get that pump out and let's see what we can figure out. So I took all the guts out of the pump, everything, just using the cover and the pickup pipe, and I'm going to simply just put some fuel hose on there. Make sure it is, thank you, make sure it is fuel hose, not just rubber hose, because it will perish. And also on the end I've cut it like a V. Am I putting a strainer on the bottom? No, because I haven't got one. The thing is, I've just had a look in the tank and it's extremely clean. And also this goes into a filter before the engine, a big filter, so I don't think that's all that much of a problem. Also in the tank there's a raised metal box which is usually called a swirl pot, and that's in there so that if you're going uphill the fuel all doesn't run down to the back of the tank and you've got enough fuel to get to the top. Perhaps not in a Range Rover, but you know, in any other car. So that, now when I put a hose clamp onto there, so I'll use one of these fuel hose clips, put it in, box it up, and that will eliminate that pump. And then tomorrow when the other pump comes, we'll put it on. But I think what I'll do is might just box everything up inside here today, and then lift up the car and find out a good place to put this pump.